Birdman once again here at WME Village 8 in Pinetop-Lakeside for the Sholo Film Festival. I got with me now Janelle. She's an actress. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. So how many films do you think you've acted in, or is it just films, or have you done street? What other kind of work?
So film-wise, I've been in about, let's say 20 or so films, maybe a little bit above 20 over the last several years. I've done theater. I'm trained in method acting at Lee Strasberg in New York City. So
Oh, wow.
I'm trained in theater, and I was part of an off-Broadway theater group for a couple of years when I moved to New York City. I prefer film as my medium, although I act from the same place, so I don't really do much different when I'm acting for theater or film. Maybe just project a little bit more, but the truth for me all comes from the same place, so yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So talk to me a little bit about the film that you're here and you're the lead in, that is probably the showcase for you.
Yeah, so I'm the lead actor in Intervention at this festival. It is a short film about addiction. So my character is going through drug withdrawal. It looks at the opioid crisis, which is also a very important issue right now in the US and abroad everywhere. So it really looks at when somebody reaches rock bottom, what they turn to, many layers of what they go through. It also looks at various mental health issues without giving the film away. There's some family dynamics and some suffering of some tragedies. But there is a glimmer of hope in the film. So, all of life is a mixture of pain and happiness. So it's that's really what it's about without giving too much away.
I'm glad to see a lot more focus on mental health issue. We're sitting here and Joker was playing in this theater to the left of us just the other night, and it's obviously mental health issue central if you look at the character. But it's good to see that being a topic of discussion, almost to destigmatize it, and not to desensitize, but to get the people to understand that it's similar to physical, but it's just mental, so you can't see it. You can see a finger cut, you can see a broken bone, you can see an arm cut off.
Right.
But you can't see mental. You wouldn't know it most of the case, to know there's a mental illness, really just by looking at it. So is that part of what you reached for in showing off those kind of things in the acting, or? So
as an actor, I'm a chameleon. I find the truth in whatever I play. I prefer drama, but I've done some comedy. But whenever I'm doing a character, there's many things that I do to find the truth of that character and what they're going through. This film, and when I come on as a producer, I've helped produce several films which touch upon medical issues. I don't really promote it, but I'm also an MD. I'm a psychiatry resident right now, so topic that you brought up. And I actually saw the Joker a couple days ago just for the acting. I like Joaquin, and I wanted to see what he did with the character. And it was I really liked the movie and some of what he did. So I think that over the last several decades, mental illness in the U.S. has definitely gained more acceptance, still lacking behind some other medical specialties, just because, like you said, people don't always associate with, if somebody has a heart attack or an injury that they can see, whereas when it's something in the brain, even in neurology, neurosurgery, or psychiatry, you don't always see it on the exterior. So it could be neurotransmitters, it could be a region of the brain that developed a little bit differently because of environment and genetics. So I think it's very important that people realize that mental illness is an illness just like anything else, and that people get treatment and various means, whatever that means to them, just like with other organs, lifestyle does wonders, and also when needed, medical management, medication. So that's part of who I am in showing those kind of issues. Another film I did was on end-of-life care a couple years ago with the same director. And that was a film I actually was the lead story writer, but then I also acted in it. And then from acting, like I said, I tend to draw upon, anything that's happened in my life or what-ifs of the character, and I act in a wide range of different kinds of films.
Well, very good. Well,
Yeah.
Nice to see more of your work.
Thank you.
Sounds really good. What else would you like people to know about you? Is there anything or way to contact you, maybe where to find you or follow you?
Yeah, so one small mention, I'm also in Turnover, which is a feature film playing here. It's a complete opposite end of the spectrum. It's a family-friendly, it's a really nice story. I have a smaller role. I actually play a doctor in this film, but
Awesome.
yeah, one of the producers. And so to reach me, they can go to my Instagram, which is Janelle Tanna, JANELTANNA. I'm pretty active on Instagram. My IMDb is the same, Janelle Tanna, or my Facebook page. So all those, they can find me.
Very good. Awesome. Hey, thank you very much for your time today. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hey, that's going to be it for this little mini short episode. I'm Birdman, and make sure you're coming out here to see these films at the film festival at WMAE Village 8 Theaters in Pinetop-Lakeside.